Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue the advent of Europeans as it is the part 2. As we already discussed about the what is the necessity of the Europeans to coming to India and what is the necessary for them to find out the sea route to India. Got it? Already we have discussed in the previous class, and we also have seen the what is the order. That is whoever came the first to India. Okay. In the process, we have discussed about the Portuguese. Today, we are going to discuss about the Dutch. Okay. See, the Dutch came to east, not to the India, to the east in 1602. Okay, to the east in 1602 under the leadership of see, Dutch. The Dutch East India Company was formed in the year 1602 and they started their voyage in the 1602 and their chief administrative center was at Bataiva. Okay, the chief administrative center was at Bataiva. Okay, so in 1595, they started their first expedition. Okay, in 1595, the Dutch started their first expedition to the east, okay, and they reached to Sumatra and Bantam in 1596. So, simply remember one thing, in those days, via voyage, via ship route from the Europe to the east, it would take usually 1 year. Okay, it would take 1 year. So if they started the voyage, if you can remember the year of their starting voyage, the next year will be their point of reach. Okay, or vice versa. Got it? That is one of the tip I can suggest you. Okay. So what happened? This Dutch East India Company. Actually, it was not the Dutch East Indian Company. There were many companies in the Dutch. One such company which started its voyage in 1595 and reached the east in 1596. Got it? 1596. So where did they reach? They reached to Sumatra and Bantam. Got it? They reached to Sumatra and Bantam. That is the archipelago. Nothing but a group of islands. Okay, these Dutch company was governed by seven what we call directors. Got it? 17 directors. It's not the 7 directors, it is the 17 directors. Okay, these Dutch company was governed by 17 directors, and these 17 directors are commonly known as gentlemen 17. Okay, these 17 members are commonly known as gentlemen 17. So what could be the question from these bits? First question, it can be when was the Dutch East India Company was formed, or where to which place the first Dutch expedition reached, or what is the governing body of the Dutch company and how many members are present, or what are those members generally called as. Okay, next, see, the Dutch is nothing but Netherlands. Dutch is nothing but Netherlands. This is the country of Netherlands and this is the archipelago. Okay. In 1602, what happened is, as I mentioned you, there are several Dutch companies. The States General of Netherlands, what it did, it amalgamated, it combined all the Dutch companies into a single company known as East India Company of Netherlands. East India Company of Netherlands. And they also given many more powers to it. What are the powers? It has given the powers of trading. Not only the trading, but also to do the warfare. Okay. For what sake? To occupy the territories. To increase its influence, so that it can get more and more territories under it, and also to it protects its existing territories in the east, and also to construct the fortresses. See, the company was empowered to carry on the war, to conclude treaties, to take possessions of territories, and to erect the fortresses. That is what a government, what a state, a country can has the powers do. That is what the state or a country can do. The whole powers are given to the this company with regard to the territory. Got it? But initially, not only in the initially, the Dutch mainly concentrated on the archipelago rather than other eastern countries. So what are the archipelago? See, this is nothing but here we can see a group of islands, that is Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, Singapore. So this complete are called as archipelago. That is nothing but the archipelago is a term used to indicate a group of islands. So they mainly concentrated in the archipelago for spices because these islands were the leading producers of spices. Okay, and previously these were under the control of Portuguese. Okay, Indonesian archipelago, the Spices Islands. Okay, these were under the control of Portuguese. But later, what happened? Slowly, as until then, the Portuguese were in India and they are having the major stakeholder or the major power. They are the main power holders. Okay, they are the main power holders in India. They slowly started to break the power of the Portuguese and started trading centers in India. And they also constructed many factories in India. So, what are those factories? And where did they first construct their factory? We will see right now. In 1605, in 1605, the Dutch people first constructed their factory at Machilipatnam or the Musolipatnam, which is famous for the Musolin type of cotton. Musolin type of cotton, which is present at Andhra Pradesh. So where is the first factory they constructed? They constructed at Musolipatnam in 1605. After that, they slowly, year by year, they slowly constructed many factories at many places in India. So, what are those factories and in which year they constructed? We will see right now. So, in 1609, they constructed a factory at Pulicat. So, what is Pulicat? We all know that the Pulicat is a lake, okay, and also a place, Pulicat. Connecting, correlating, it is a saltwater, brackish saltwater lake. Right now, okay, Pulicat, north of Madras. They constructed a factory at Pulicat in 1609. Got it? In 1616, they constructed a factory at Surat. In 1639, the Dutch encircled the Dutch encircled the Goa. Okay, so whose territory is the Goa? Goa is the stronghold of Portuguese and also the headquarters of Portuguese. Okay, so Goa, Portuguese. So um, who changed the headquarters of Goa? I mean, sorry, headquarters of Portuguese from Cochin to Goa? Nunha, the Nunha. Okay, in in 1641, they constructed a factory at Bhimlipatnam. And they also occupied the Malaysia. Okay, in 1641, they constructed a factory at Bhimlipatnam and occupied Malaysia. Got it? In 1645, they opened a factory at Karaikal. Where? A factory at Karaikal. Got it? In 1645, they opened a factory at Karaikal. Okay, in in 1653, they opened a factory at Chinsura. This place has an next importance with reference to Dutch. It's changed its complete faith of Dutch. Okay, we will discuss further. What is the importance of Chinsura? Does any battle happen there? Or if happened, how it changed the faith of Dutch? Got it? Next, in 1658, there is a two importance. Okay, the Dutch has established many factories in India. In the single year, they established multiple factories in India. At the same time, they occupied an important place which is a strong or which is under the control of Portuguese and important to Portuguese. Okay, that is they occupied Ceylon, that is the today's present days Sri Lanka, which is the largest territory of Portuguese. Okay, which is the largest territory of Portuguese, and they also constructed many factories at Baranagar, Kasim Bazar near Mushirabad, Balasore, Patna, and Nagapatnam. Okay, in 1663, they opened a factory at Cochin. So what is the importance of Cochin? Cochin was the first headquarters of Portuguese, and the Portuguese has the strong withhold over Cochin. Okay, so okay, now we will see what are the goods they exported from India. Okay, mainly the European came to India for what sake? To collect the raw material. They want the raw material. Got it? For that sake, for that mainly the spices. For that raw material, they came to India. So what all the raw materials they exported, and what are the and from where, which places? Okay, they popularized the textile trade, and also they exported the indigo from Yamuna Valley, and the Central Asia. Indigo from Yamuna Valley and Central India. Sorry, it's not Central Asia, it's Central India. Okay, indigo from Yamuna Valley and Central India. Saltpeter from Bihar. Raw silk and textiles from Bengal, Gujarat, and Coromandel. Okay, and opium and rice from Ganga Valley. So indigo from Yamuna Valley, and where? And Central India. Next, saltpeter from Bihar. Next, raw silk and textiles from Gujarat, Bengal, and Coromandel. Got it? Next, rice and opium from Ganga Valley. Opium is a drug. Okay. As I earlier mentioned you, these people's first factory is at Machilipatnam or Machilipatnam, which is then the territory of Golconda Sultan. Okay. In Golconda, in interior of the Golconda, these people had two factories for them. Okay, got it? And they also obtain a firman or a right to print coins in Pulicat in 1657. Remember this bit, this is very important. The Dutch got the right to mint the coins at Pulicat in 1657. Okay, what happens if the mint the coin? That refers to for trading they can use their own coins. Got it? They got the permission in 1657, where in Pulicat. In 1676, they obtained a firman. In 1676, they obtained a firman from Golconda Emperor. I can't say an emperor, Golconda King. okay, Golconda ruler, granting them complete freedom from tariffs in the Golconda region. Okay, what are tariffs? Tariffs are the taxes. Okay, so the Dutch got the taxes exemption in the Golconda kingdom in 1676. Okay, in 1676, at the same time in 1676, Malda in 1676, Malda, and in 1689, Kanankul. Okay, in 1676, Malda, in 1689, Kanankul, which are in Bengal. They opened two factories at these places. So, in Bengal region, these people opened two factories, which are Malda in 1676 and Kanankul in 1689. Okay, but due to several reasons, these two factories were shut down soon. They closed these two factories very soon. Okay, now coming to relations between the Dutch and the Mughal Empire. Okay, when coming to the relationships between the Dutch and the Mughal Empire. Okay, these people, the Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave them right to trade in the West Coast. Okay, right to trade in the West Coast. So they got a farman from the Jahangir to trade in West Coast. What is a farman? Farman is an order. Order that is present days like GO or the government order or a permission. Okay, permission, we can't say the permission, it's an order like a GO. Okay, they got the they got the farman to trade along the west coast. Got it? They also exempted. They also got the exemptions from the tolls to which place Bahanpur to Bombay and Ahmedabad. To these places, while they are traveling between these three places, they were exempted of paying the tolls. Okay, next coming, the Shah Alam granted exemptions to the company from paying the transit. Okay, who exempted them from paying the transits? That is, Shah Alam exempted them from paying the transits. Transits are nothing but it's like a way bills. Okay, transits are nothing but it's like a way bills. Okay, which present those days throughout the Mughal Empire. Okay, so Shah Alam to what they did, the Shah Alam to permitted them. He exempted Dutch from transits throughout the Mughal Emperor. After him, the Aurangzeb withhold all the powers or all the grants given by his father Shah Jahan to the Dutch. So he also, what we can say, what all the privileges given by the Dutch, what all the privileges given by the Shah Jahan to the Dutch were confirmed by Aurangzeb also. After, by seeing this, um, Jahandar Shah, who the Jahandar Shah confirmed all the privileges that were confirmed to Dutch by the Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was also confirmed by him to the Dutch in the Coromandel in 1712. Got it? So in 1712, so nothing. See what all the exemptions or what all the permissions or the grants given by the Aurangzeb to the Dutch, that same permissions or the same concessions were granted to the Dutch by Jahandar Shah in Coromandel in 1712. Got it? Next. So everything was going fine. But we all know that slowly, many European countries came to India. They started fighting themselves for the supremacy over one another. In such fights, the Dutch slowly started to decline by 18th century. Okay, And with the Battle of Bedra or the Battle of Chinsura, already I said there is an importance for the place of Chinsura for the decline of Dutch. Okay, or the Battle of Hooghly. Remember the three names. The bit can be appeared in any way. That there is the Battle of Bedra or the Battle of Chinsura or the Battle of Hooghly with English in 1759. 1759. The Dutch was completely they lost. I mean, their downfall started. Okay, by 1795, the English expelled the Dutch from India completely. Okay, see, don't be confused or don't be worried about the battles. I want to cover all the battles that the battles occurred between these European powers into a single class. That is the Anglo. There are Anglo-Dutch wars. There is a wars occurred between the English and the Dutch, and the Anglo-Portuguese wars, or the Portuguese and Dutch wars, Anglo-French wars. Okay, I will cover all the wars in a single class so that you can understand easily. Okay. In 1667, there was a treaty. There was a treaty between English and Dutch. There was a small war between. There was a small war between the English and the Dutch, where no one got wind, and they concluded a treaty. The treaty was that English English dropped all the claims on archipelago, and the Dutch dropped their all the claims on India, by which Dutch remained mere traders for India. That is, there is no political withhold on India for Dutch. Okay, there are no political stands. I mean, political. I can't say the political stance. The political power. The Dutch doesn't has any political power on India. In the similar manner, the British is going to, I mean, lose all their political power on archipelago. Okay, that was the treaty. So I already mentioned, when I'm discussing about the wars, I will mention what is the war and what are the treaties that they concluded between each European nation. Got it? So here ends your Dutch. So history of Dutch. Now we will go for the question and answers. So what are the questions that can be appear from this session and how you should be answering that? Let's start the questioning the things. So we will see the first question. The first question is, which of the following statements are correct with regard to Dutch? Which of the following statements are correct with regard to Dutch? Previously, in the first part of the advent of Europeans, in the Portuguese, we have seen all the direct questions. This is the second model of questions that can be asked in your examinations. Okay, see, option A, Dutch East India Company was formed in 1602. Option A, Dutch East India Company was formed in 1602. Option B, Dutch founded their first factory in Musolipatnam. Dutch founded their first factory in Musolipatnam. Next, option C, they exported saltpeter from Ganga Valley. They exported saltpeter from Ganga Valley. So let's see the options. So the option A is option B and option C. So what is the option A and option C? So option B and option C. Dutch founded their first factory in Musoli, Patnam. C. They exported saltpeter from Ganga Valley. Option B, that is statement C and statement A. So what is the statement C? They exported saltpeter from Ganga Valley. What is the statement of A? Dutch East India Company was formed in 1602. In 1602. Option C, statement A and statement B. What is the statement A? Dutch East India Company was formed in 1602. What is the statement B? Dutch formed their first factory in Musoli, Patnam. So option D, A, B, C, that is all are correct. So what is the answer? So now we will see the answer. Answer is option C. So what is option C? Statements A and B are correct. Why statements A and B are only the correct? C. Dutch East India Company was formed in 1602. Yes, it's right. It was formed in the year 1602. Remember, it is the same year when all the Dutch companies were amalgamated into single company called Dutch East India Company of Netherlands. Got it? Next, Dutch founded their factory in Mussolini Patnam. Yes, their first factory was at Mussolini Patnam in Andhra Pradesh. Option C, they exported saltpeter from Ganga Valley. Where option C says that they exported the saltpeter from Ganga Valley. Does it right? No, they exported the saltpeter from Bihar, not from Ganga Valley. So option C is the right answer. Next question. Dutch captured Nagapatnam from option A French, option B English, option C Danes, option D Portuguese. So option A French, option B English, option C Danes, option D Portuguese. What is the answer? The answer is Portuguese. That is option D. The answer is Portuguese. That is option D. Okay. So we have completed from the advent of Europeans, we have completed the two Europeans, that is the persons who came first, that is the Portuguese, and next came Dutch. In the next class, we are going to cover about the English, and that English class we will make into the parts as the English has the long history with regard to India. Once in while we are discussing about the English, we will discuss some of the words which we left in Dutch and Portuguese topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.